ونبتدي نعمل The Poachers House Call. احنا هنقعد نكمل نعمل سايد كوست لغاية لما يختفوا، بحيث ان في النهاية نعمل بعد كده المين كويستس يعني.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
انا معرفش سنيدج دي شكلها ايه، مش هي دي اللي قلنا العيال كانوا بيلعبوا بيها قبل جولدن سنيتش؟
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
بس كده؟ ايه الملل ده؟ نتكلم سيباستيان. كل واحد فينا عمال يرمينا للتاني.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
How many times must I tell you? We are a chocolate cannon.
مال الربع عنده بقى عامل كده ليه؟
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Revelio.
هو المفروض ده يعمل حاجة بس مش عارف ايه. ده 22 ده 21 فاحنا نعمل 21 الأول بقى. مش عارف هنطلع لغاية فوق ازاي.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
صح في هنا بتاع. بس هو ايه اللي هيجيبه لغاية فوق؟
Revelio.
Cannot win, but maybe should. For I can't wait to watch you try.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do
صح،
I
ده احنا
recall
عايزين
you
واحد
saying that
بيتكلم
you
اللغة
speak
دي.
gobbledygook? I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help? Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous? I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's. Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. Lodgok is waiting. Should we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
شكله بيعرفش يتكلم.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. عايزين نشوف دي برضه هنعرف نعمل لها انلوك ولا لسه. لسه. ده ايه ده؟
Revelio.
دي ايه دي؟
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
ماشي.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
هنشوف بقى ايه المطلوب
I
ايه بقى.
cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
يا ريت ما تبقاش فيه بازلز جامده عشان ما اتعبش والنبي.
Revelio.
Still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
وبعدين
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
في حاجة تانية ناقصاني هنا.
Revelio.
ده الناحية التانية.
Accio. Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Why, it's a grapple you are. What's this you? Let's get this up. You will see.
It was a few here. Expelliarmus! Imperium!
Ooh, this shouldn't take me. There you are. Rather unwise coming back this way.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. Accio. We're being watched by a door.
ماشي.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
بس أكيد دي بتعمل حاجة.
Revelio. Deposit. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
بعمل إيه بقى؟
Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
نطلع ازاي فوق؟ غالبا من حتة تانية.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans. Revelio.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
نضطر كده ايه نكسر شوية حاجات من اللي معانا.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
يا عم تنيل بتعرف تقرا حاجة.
Revelio.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Petrificus totalis.
It won't be long now before we find another repository. You're really not very good at this, are you? How dare you use that spell on me? Be used for better things than this so-called patrol. One there.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
أنا عارف إن أنا يعني بضيع وقت كتير بس
Confringo.
Don't bother. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
نشوف اللي هناك دي.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
اوكي. غالبا بنخش ونطلع من الناحية التانية من الفان دي. مليانة؟ مفيش حاجة. عشان نطلع لازم نمشي من نفس الطريق. يعني دي معمولة لو انت ما عندكش التالنت اللي هو يجري وهو مختفي، دي بتبطئ الدنيا. ايه عاد ازاي؟
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
حاجة تانية يعني غير الحاجات دي؟
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
Ramrod's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Blow up Colossus, Bombarda. While the charge their magic will defeat enemies Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Who is it?
Revelio.
Any more of those ramrock will be eliminated. If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
Petrificus Totalis.
Hello? Up for a minute dying, are we?
Confringo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio.
Yes, of course.
فين البتاع؟
Accio.
فين السخان؟
Revelio.
ولا ده بيفتح الباب على طول ولا؟
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
نرمي شوية حاجات.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Aloha Mora.
كنتش متوقع الصراحة لوكس هنا يعني. مش مهم.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
The lift? فين؟
Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
بتقول اديو بس يعني انا لازم يكون بيعطس كده.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who'd set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
طب هو يعني الريبوزيتوريز دي جواها نفس الماجيك اللي عندي يعني وكده هياخدوه يعني ولا ايه؟ مش فاهم. ماشي. عامة نستنى الفيديو الجاي نكمل الميد ميشن تاني او هنشوف اذا كان في سايد ميشنز تانية اتفتحت يعني.